On April 14, 1912, the world's most luxurious ship, the RMS Titanic, was declared unsinkable. Just a few hours later, it vanished beneath the icy waves of the Atlantic. But what if the Titanic didn't sink just because of an iceberg? What if the real story is a tale of human arrogance, a long list of ignored warnings, and a series of shocking mistakes that sealed its fate? This is the true, untold story of the Titanic, and the truths most people have never heard. The RMS Titanic was a marvel of its time, the largest moving object ever built by human hands. It was a floating palace, a symbol of wealth, power, and the peak of technological superiority. Its designers had fitted it with advanced watertight compartments, leading many to believe it was absolutely invincible. Some newspapers went as far as to claim God himself could not sink this ship. That belief, that unshakable confidence, would prove to be utterly and fatally wrong. On the night of April 14th, the Titanic's wireless room crackled with life. But it wasn't just friendly chatter. Multiple iceberg warnings from nearby ships were coming in, painting a picture of a dangerous, ice-filled sea ahead. Yet, most of these warnings were dismissed or ignored. Why? The wireless operators were overwhelmed, busy sending personal messages for the wealthy first-class passengers. The captain, aiming for a record-breaking arrival in New York, kept the ship steaming at near maximum speed. And in a twist of fate that seems almost unbelievable, the binoculars for the lookouts were locked away, the key left behind on shore. By the time the lookouts spotted the immense iceberg directly in their path, it was far too late. The collision was surprisingly subtle. Many passengers asleep in their beds barely even felt the jolt. The Titanic's watertight compartments were its ultimate safety feature, designed to keep it afloat even if several were breached. But that's the shocking design flaw they never tell you about. The walls of these compartments didn't reach all the way to the top deck. So as the first few compartments filled with freezing seawater, the ship began to tilt. The water then spilled over the top of one wall and into the next compartment, like water filling an ice cube tray, one section at a time. The sinking became an unstoppable chain reaction. To make matters even worse, there were not enough lifeboats for everyone on board. The original plans called for more, but they were removed because they would have cluttered the beautiful promenade decks and ruined the ship's elegant appearance. Aesthetics were prioritized over lives. As the great ship began its final descent, a grim reality set in. Your chance of survival heavily depended on where you slept. First-class passengers were on the upper decks, with direct and easy access to the lifeboats. Meanwhile, many third-class passengers, housed in the lower levels of the ship, found themselves trapped behind locked gates and lost in a maze of confusing corridors. Panic and chaos took over. The women and children first rule was followed, but inconsistently. In the confusion, many lifeboats were launched half-empty, leaving hundreds of people behind on the sinking deck. In the end, over 1,500 people lost their lives that night. Not because help was impossible, a nearby ship had turned off its radio for the night, but because it all came too late. The sinking of the Titanic was a tragedy that sent shockwaves across the world, and it changed maritime history forever. In the wake of the disaster, laws were immediately rewritten. It became mandatory for ships to carry enough lifeboats for every single person on board. A 24-hour radio watch became standard procedure, and the International Ice Patrol was created to monitor the North Atlantic shipping lanes. The Titanic became a powerful and enduring symbol, not of an engineering failure, but of the catastrophic consequences of human overconfidence. The Titanic didn't just sink into the depths of the ocean. It sank our collective belief that humanity could conquer nature without consequence. It taught us a lesson in humility that we are still learning today. If this story moved you, subscribe to our channel for more hidden stories from the past. Remember, history's greatest lessons are often written in tragedy. Thanks for watching.